It's Saturday morning, July 20th at 10 a.m. and the temperature is 78 degrees now, which is still pretty cool for July in Mississippi. But I want to tell you a little bit about my project that I have started here. Okay, I've created a huge cage, in the process of creating a huge cage or walk-through arbor, which is lined on both sides with commercial grade display grade. I don't even display grid, which is heavy iron, and I'm also using the more decorative iron arbor material that I did a I can't remember. I did a video about this yesterday. I'll link it. But anyway, so my purpose is, and I've had this dream for a long time, is to have a walk-through garden from my back door, which there's that screen door again. There's the birdhouse, the bird feeder across from the screen door. Come out the screen door right here, and that's the bird feeder right there. Go that direction, and I'm going to have climbing roses all the way from the house out there. I've almost made that grid. Ultimately, I plan to put a little covered space by winter so that I can walk out my back door and feed my birds, even if it rains, snows, ices, hails, sleets, whatever. Which we don't get much of that in Mississippi, and may never get another ice storm if I fix my little covered area up. But today, I have created like a fence with that trellis, that trellis or arbor material that I reviewed yesterday, the interlocking metal trellis, and it's coming out. It's coming out from this way, and it's going to come on down. I need to order some more this way, and I'm going to have like a secondary fence. The behind that is the Morning Glory arbor, which is a screen from my neighbor. It absolutely will be delightful. It'll be the most gorgeous place in the world in another month or two, probably maybe a month. But this is heavenly blue, heirloom heavenly blue Morning Glory. I get the seeds from bricks. Huge blooms, huge blossoms, very gorgeous. Not a wild. Well, I guess it's the kind of Morning Glory that my grandmother planted. In fact, I may just have to change what I'm going to talk about. Well, now this is sort of what I'm aiming to talk about. But let me go on with this. So I had this coming this. I'm going to make an L shape coming behind, and I'm going to plant climbing roses all along this fence, and then all along this fence, going to my back door on both sides, like a walk-through tunnel here with climbing roses. I use antique roses. I use old garden roses. They are good about not dying, which is to me a very positive thing. But let me tell you what I started to tell you about. It was, gosh, 40 or 50 years ago, I was in Asheville and went to the Biltmore estate, and there was a I loved the garden. I loved everything about that estate. Of course, who wouldn't? Sour grapes only wouldn't love it. But anyway, there was a place, like a covered patio that was covered by wisteria vines. Wisteria vines grew across this covered area. And for 50 years, I have wanted to create that covered space with wisteria. I'm not sure if I'll get it all the way to this point to cover this little table, but in time maybe I will have enough wisteria, well, I don't see why not. Why not? I've done all this in a year. I've done all this in a year. All of this. And I did it myself. I'm 74 years old, and I did all of this myself, including moving the dirt. A couple of days I had a young man come help me, but that was futile. So I've done all the dirt moving, all the lifting and toting, and all in 1 year. A year ago, in fact, I'll link you to a view of this area a year ago. And I don't see why I can't come across here and make myself a little cage to come across here and plant the wisteria across this little table, and then my dream will be complete. But that dream was based on a memory. It's based on a memory of going to the Biltmore estate 50 years ago and seeing that wisteria covered arbor. Just real quickly, let me tell you, I'm using Amethyst Falls Wisteria, which is an American wisteria that is not as aggressive as the Asian wisteria. So just throwing that in here, and I'll put a link to show you what Amethyst Falls is like. Okay, today what I'm going to do, until I get my intention for today, I don't even know if I could buy climbing with antique roses right now. They're not really, but I'll come across here and I'll plant. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put some sunflower seeds in here. I'm going to plant them from high to low. I'll start with the Black Russian, and then I'll come into Lemon Queen. I have some Autumn. I have some Black Cherry. I even have the little short teddy bear. So this is gonna become I'm not sure. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've waited too late. But I had the seeds and I'm gonna try it. We have a longer planting season here than most people have. So some of them may bloom and some may not. It's what, $2 a package? It's worth a try. But my sunflowers that my birds have planted for me have just about ceased. Although I still see a few little plants, little seed where the seeds have dropped. I've told you about my birds and my sunflowers before. Beneath every sunflower, every bird feeder, and I use Katie Nut and Fruit sunflower seeds. I post about it. It's the gift that keeps giving, because I plant the seeds. They have a lot of black oil sunflower seeds and gray stripe sunflower seeds in there, and I've gotten both black oil. See, there's nut, fruit and nut, peanuts, dried cherries, raisins, sesame seeds, safflower. But what comes up are these gray stripe. That's a gray stripe. If I can get it, find it. Oh, I never can. Okay, put it over here. There, that's the gray stripe right there. This is black oil, the black oil. I have both of those, and now there that shows you a sunflower, a gray striped sunflower that has gone to seed. So that's Katie sunflower bird feed. It fed the birds. They dropped some to the ground, grew new sunflowers. Now I have seeds for next year too. So that's why the Katie sunflower seeds bird feed is the gift that keeps giving. And along the way, every bird imaginable is attracted to this garden. I even saw a downy woodpecker yesterday. It's the first time I've ever seen one at my bird feeder. But anyway, so I have posts about the birds that come here and their calls. I have posts about the sunflowers that I'm planting today. And I'll link all that in the comments below.